Welcome everyone to Coco Glenn's Life. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make buttermilk biscuits swimming in butter, and also I'll be pulling together the bacon and the grits from the How to Cook Bacon and Grits video. If you have not seen it, please go to my YouTube channel to review it. Let's get started. So, what you'll need to grab for this particular recipe is buttermilk that is not shown here, 1 stick of butter, unsalted, self-rising flour, baking soda, salt, and sugar. To measure, I would say that I used two and oh, and also a cheese grater. For measurement purposes, I would say that I used 2 to 2.5 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 cup of sugar. Okay, so as you can see, next I grab my cheese grater and my medium-sized bowl. Then I grabbed a swifter. So this is any swifter or strainer you could use that has small holes in it. And what you want to do now is you just want to grab something and scoop again. This is probably going to be about 2 to 2.5 cups of flour. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm just gonna scoop some flour over in here, and then I'm just gonna use the spatula to sift it. So you just want to make sure that you're sifting through your flour pretty good before you add the other ingredients to your swimming in buttermilk biscuit mixture. And also, I would like to disclose that this is my first time making this recipe. I usually make traditional biscuits using the same recipe. The only thing different that I did was I'm using this casserole dish instead of cutting out the circle. So, but back to the video. So I'm just adding a little bit. This is about a tablespoon of baking soda. I'm sifting this because I noticed that it had some clumps, and I don't want any clumps in my mixture. So just getting out another little spoon of it. And because I'm OCD, I am again getting out those clumps. I don't want any clumps in your mixture. Okay, this is the salt. Yeah, I'm gonna just measure it in my hand. That's about a teaspoon. Yeah, that's good. We're just gonna throw that in there. Okay, let's see what we got next. Oh yeah, so this is the sugar. Now, I normally don't add sugar to my biscuits. This is something that I'm doing. This was recommended on someone else's video, so that's why I added it. But if you don't want sugar in your biscuits, if you're making the traditional kind, by all means, don't add it. But anyway, so that's the only thing that's different. Now, what I'm doing now is you got to make sure you mix your dry ingredients together. I cannot stress that enough. Please, please, please mix your dry ingredients before you add anything else. Oh yeah, this this works best. This is if you have like a whisk. A whisk blends it better, but if you don't have a whisk, you're more than welcome to use a fork, and just make sure that all of those ingredients are blended together. I have a mother-in-law that basically could do all things, and she uses only a fork. So keep that in mind. Okay, so what I'm doing now, these are the half sticks of butter. So I'm getting ready to grate my butter. Just taking the wrapping off the butter. Make sure it's clear. Okay. All right, so I grab my cheese grater. I like to use the side that has the biggest holes in it. And you want to grate that butter in there, okay? Just make sure that butter is fully grated into that mixture. I may not use all of this butter, but I probably will use at least a half a stick. But I'll show you guys how to check it later, just to make sure that you have the right amount of ratio of butter in your biscuit recipe, okay? Again, now butter is something that I normally use for my traditional buttermilk biscuits. But because I'm doing this new recipe, because I like to try things out, I am I may use a little bit more butter, but I probably won't because I don't want to kill my cholesterol. So, all right, so I'm just gonna open this butter, and I feel like it needs some more. So I'm just gonna shave it, continue to shred it till I get the right consistency. Okay, so I'm just taking a fork and removing the excess butter. Now I'm just gonna use the same fork and just mix this around a little bit just to see if it's clunky enough. You want it kind of clunky, but not too clunky. So it looks like it may need some more butter, but I'm just kind of checking to see. Yeah, I think so. Just a little bit. Not much. So I'm just gonna add some more butter on it. Again, I could care about my cholesterol. I'm not gonna add too much. I may add like a half a teaspoon or a tablespoon, or well, that looks like about a half cup, okay? But it's not gonna be that whole stick of butter. I could pretty much guarantee you that. So, yeah, not the whole stick. I refuse. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, just scraping that excess butter out off using my whisk to just kind of check it a little bit. The whisk is not whisking, so I'm gonna just use my spatula and I'm just gonna mix that in together. Okay, yeah, that's the right consistency that I want. Yeah, yeah, I wasn't gonna add any more butter. I just couldn't do it. My cholesterol was begging me not to. So, and my cholesterol is good, by the way, guys. So I'm glad you may be thinking what I'm thinking, but anyway, my cholesterol is good. I don't have any heart problems. All right, so I got the buttermilk. You can use low-fat buttermilk, skim buttermilk, a full buttermilk. It doesn't really matter. And I'm going to add about a cup and check it a little bit with this fork. I'm just going to take it and mix it around. Just mixing it. And seems like it's a little bit more butter. It may need a little bit more buttermilk because you don't want your biscuits to be the mixture to be too dry. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more buttermilk in here. Okay. So if you want to measure it, it's probably about a 1.5 cup of buttermilk. Okay. So I'm just mixing it up a little bit. Okay. So if I was making my regular traditional buttermilk biscuits, which I did 1,000 times, I would I would stop here. But because I am doing this new recipe that I just learned how to make or not, we'll figure it out. I'm very critical of myself, so um, we'll see. I mean, it seems like it's just a little bit wetter than I would traditionally use. But even if the dough was really, really wet, I would take this out and and put this on the flour surface and make it firmer. But I realize that I'm making this swimming in buttermilk biscuit thing. So, oh, let me get my dog. Okay, Cody, what do you want? You ready to go out? Okay, let me wash. Okay, he's out. Let me wash my hands. Gotta be clean. Gotta wash all that stuff off you. Okay, I think they're clean. Okay, all right. So I microwave my butter. Okay, I feel like this is too much butter, but we're gonna go ahead with it anyway. So I'm gonna take it and make sure this is whisked around pretty good. And I'm gonna take this buttermilk mixture that we made earlier. It's kind of wet, and I'm just gonna pour this in there. I appreciate this step because in traditional biscuits, you have to knead endlessly. So I appreciate it skipping a step. So, but we'll see if this is recipe is going to be what I like to call one of my one hit wonders, or you know, or it may go in my war chest. So that's a lot of butter, guys. I'm just saying that I'm really uncomfortable with this butter. But I'm gonna go ahead and act like I'm okay with this butter. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just kind of use my spatula and um, take the buttermilk mixture and line the pan, the casserole dish with it. And yeah, I don't know. I just have to stand there a little bit, and then I decide to poke holes in it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna kill me. I'm gonna die during this breakfast. But I said, you know what? Mm-mm. I don't know why I did that. And I pretty much am at this point distraught about this dish. Okay, I'm just letting you know that I'm distraught about this dish because I feel like it's too much butter. And I feel like I forgot something, but this is what it looks like in the oven. The oven is on 425, and this is what it looks like. And again, I feel like it's too much butter. Okay, that's just my saying. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes, and I think I forgot something. Matter of fact, yeah, I forgot something. But let me check on my bacon. If you haven't seen the how to cook bacon video, please go back and watch it, and I go over the bacon step by step. Okay. All right. Oh yes, and I am cooking grits. If you haven't seen the how to cook grits video, go back and watch the how to cook grits video by Coco Glenn Life. Because yes, we did cook bacon, eggs, and bacon eggs. No, we didn't cook eggs. Bacon grits and biscuits in this particular series. So I'm just stirring my grits up. Just want to make sure that consistency is smooth again. I want to mix that milk around that you just added to your grits that are cooking. And you're also checking the sides, you're scraping the bottom, you're checking the consistency of your grits. You're doing everything you can just to make sure that your grits come out creamy and the consistency is medium, okay? If you need to add a little bit more milk or take some grits out, you do it, okay? So back to this swimming in buttermilk biscuit recipe, okay? At this point, I absolutely hate it, okay? But I'm going to cut this anyway, and I put it on the plate. And it looks pretty. The grits were very good. The bacon was absolutely excellent. And I hated the biscuit, okay? I hated the swimming in buttermilk biscuits. Thank you for watching my video. This is the end.